Hello rail fans, and welcome to another video on the Rusty Boxcar channel. On this video, I'm on vacation this week, so this was a Tuesday, April 13th. Started out the day catching the Music City Star WeGo train 152 as it made its way into Nashville on Tuesday morning. This is at the Mount Juliet Memorial Gardens, the entrance to that cemetery. This is the cemetery that Charlie Daniels is buried in Mount Juliet. Next up, we made our way over to Crab Orchard, Tennessee to visit the Lhoist Limestone quarry. Here they have a pretty significant use of the railroad. They actually own a 16-mile stretch of line that runs from Crab Orchard over to Rockwood, where it interchanges with Norfolk Southern. Here you see a couple of B-23-7 high hoods. These are numbers 4021 and 4023 that were originally Southern Railroad, and then became Norfolk Southern and were later sold off to various industries that eventually landed them here. And there you see 3999 still in its Norfolk Southern black scheme. They use that one for parts. If you look further ahead up here, you can see a low-nose B-23-7. This one's 3138 up in the distance there. That is an XCSX that they use as well as the two high hoods. From there, I made my way over to Oakdale, Tennessee, site of the Appalachia Inn that was originally a railroad hotel that later on became a YMCA in the area for about 64 years. At this site, currently there's a small yard that Norfolk Southern operates, and I did catch a local move that was dropping off a hopper car that you see over there on the track by itself. I had made this trip to check out the action on the CNO&TP line. A couple times I've been over there in the past, was pretty successful. Saw lots of pretty cool trains. On this day, this is the only train that I saw for about a 3 or 4 hour stretch between Harriman, Rockwood, and Oakdale. Drove back and forth several times, and all I saw was red signals. This is a pretty cool area. Lots of nice small foothills around. What I didn't know at this point was as this train is making its way to the south, after it would cross under a bridge that you'll see here in a second, it actually entered Tunnel 25 on the CNO&TP. And I'm certain that I would have been able to get my drone over there to see it enter the tunnel, which would have been pretty neat, but I did not realize at the time that that tunnel was over there. Here in just a second, you're going to see the two locomotives that this local's using on the day. They're going to be Norfolk Southern 3558 and 3404. Both of these are EMD-SD 40-2s. The 3558 is actually originally a Burlington Northern 8138, that one you see there. And in the front one was originally a Conrail 6479. Both of these are from the late 70s, very early 80s vintage. Here you see a high rail truck coming out that had been doing some work down around the tunnel, evidently. So pretty cool. There you see me and the truck as I fly the drone around a little bit. Got a lot of use of the drone on this day, even though I didn't get to see a whole lot of train action. It was still a pretty interesting day, just to be able to kind of check out some sites that I normally would be too busy chasing trains to stop and enjoy some of the local interesting sites. And my last stop of the day was over in Oak Ridge, Tennessee at the K25 plant site. This is being reworked and cleaned up, and they are turning this into an industrial park. It's also the home of the Southern Appalachia Railway Museum, at least where they keep their rolling stock. This is actually a working railway museum, and so many of the locomotives you're going to see here do work on a daily basis to haul freight including some of the low-level radioactive dirt and waste off of this site. A few of the interesting ones I want to call out to you guys here. That first black one you see, that's originally a Lehigh Valley Alco C420 from 1964. The next one behind that is actually in our local Nashville and Eastern paint. Was originally a L&N Railroad GEU-28B, from what I understand, one of only 5 that railroad ever ordered. It dates back to 1966. And then the one that it looks like they're using on this day, or most recently have used, there was in that Clinchfield Railroad paint. But from what I have been able to figure out, was originally a Seaboard Coastline EMD SD45 from 1971. So this is in the main center area, and then away from that, up near a little solar farm they've put in, they've got an old passenger coach and a couple of old Amtrak baggage cars. And so with these, I'm not sure if they plan to start doing some type of excursion train, and this is the first cars they've collected for that, or what exactly the purpose of these being separated off from most of the other rolling stock is. But hope that you guys have enjoyed this trip we took, even though we didn't catch much rolling action. Thanks for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click on the thumbs up below to give us a like. Also, please click on the Rusty Boxcar logo on the right side of the screen to get a subscription to the channel. And send us a comment. Really enjoy reading all your comments, and I try to respond to each one of them. Thanks, and have a nice day.